Most of us believe that investing and money are about mathematics. We look for formulas, charts, and precise algorithms. But the reality is that financial success has very little to do with how smart you are and everything to do with how you behave. Let me tell you 2 stories. The first is about Ronald Reed. He was a simple gas station attendant and janitor in rural Vermont. He lived a quiet life, repaired his own car, and died at the age of 92. When he passed, the world discovered he had $8 million in his bank accounts. He didn't win the lottery. He simply saved what he could and let time do the heavy lifting. The second story is about Richard Foscone, a Harvard-educated Merrill Lynch executive, a man from the under 40 list. He took massive loans, expanded his palatial estates, and lived as if tomorrow would never come. In 2008, he declared bankruptcy. A janitor built a fortune, while a financial genius lost everything. This is only possible in one industry, finance. And it proves one thing: soft skills are more important than technical knowledge. Welcome to the world of the psychology of money. Chapter 1, no one is crazy. Your personal experience with money makes up maybe 0.1% of what has happened in the world, but it accounts for about 80% of how you think the world works. If you grew up when inflation was high, you will never look at bonds the same way as someone who grew up during an era of stable prices. If you started investing when the stock market was booming, you'll see risk as a natural part of the journey. If you started during a crash, you might fear the market for the rest of your life. We don't make financial decisions over a spreadsheet. We make them at the dinner table or in a meeting room where our fears, personal history, pride, and even a bad mood blend into a single cocktail. Understand this: no one is crazy. We are all just operating based on our own unique financial reality. Chapter 2, luck and risk. Luck and risk are siblings. They are the recognition that not every outcome in your life is due to your effort alone. When we see someone succeed, we call it genius. When we see them fail, we call it stupidity. But the line between them is razor thin. Bill Gates went to one of the only schools in the world that had a computer in 1968. That was 1 in a million luck. His friend Kent Evans was just as talented, but he died in a mountain accident before graduating. That was 1 in a million risk. Never judge your successes or others' failures too harshly. Focus on patterns, not individuals. Look for what works in the long run, not what resulted from an extreme stroke of fate. Chapter 3, the enough trap. The hardest financial skill is getting the goalposts to stop moving. Modern capitalism is a master at generating 2 things: wealth and envy. But if your expectations grow faster than your income, you're on a treadmill you can never get off. Remember, there is no point in risking what you have and need for what you don't have and don't actually need. Chapter 4, the magic of compounding. If I asked you to name the greatest investor in history, you'd say Warren Buffett. No, few realize the true reason for his success. Out of his massive fortune, over 90% was earned after his 65th birthday. His secret wasn't that he found incredible companies. His secret was that he started investing at age 10 and didn't stop for 3/4 of a century. His skill is investing, but his engine is time. Compounding is not intuitive. We think linearly 2 + 2 is 4. But in finance, 2 times 2 over 30 iterations turns into billions. The lesson is simple. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to stay out of the way and wait. The most powerful financial strategy is patience. Chapter 5, rich versus wealthy. This is the most important lesson for understanding modern consumption. Being rich is about current income. You see it in the car model, the watch on our wrist, the restaurant receipts. It's what people show off. Being wealthy is what you don't see. Wealth is the money not spent. It's the options not yet taken. It's the stocks sitting in an account. Wealth is the capital that hasn't been turned into liabilities yet. Chapter 6. Room for error. The world is chaotic. No financial model can predict a pandemic, a war, or a specific market crash. Therefore, the most important part of any plan is having a plan for when your plan doesn't work. Housel calls this the margin of safety. It's not pessimism. It's an understanding that you can be right 60% of the time, but the 40% when you're wrong shouldn't wipe you off the face of the earth. Your goal isn't to make all the money in one day. It's to survive long enough for the magic of time to work. Chapter 7. The ultimate value of money. Visuals, a view of a night city or a calm sea, silence in the audio. Ultimately, why do we do all this? The gold, the numbers on the screen, the strategies. The most valuable asset money can buy is control over your time, the ability to wake up in the morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. That is the highest form of dividend. No salary, no luxury can replace the feeling that you are the master of your own schedule. Money is a tool that allows you to be independent of circumstances, bosses, or market whims. Final, reasonable versus rational. Don't try to be perfectly rational. Humans are not robots. Just be reasonable. A rational investor might prove mathematically that you should hold stocks during a crash. A reasonable investor simply builds a portfolio that lets them sleep at night, even if the world is falling apart. Your psychology is your greatest ally and your worst enemy. Tame your emotions, understand the true price of your time, and wealth becomes only a matter of when, not if. I am Obsidian Knowledge, and remember, knowledge is not what you read, but what you implement in your life. I'll see you in the next summary.